1 week. That's what I have left until I submit this to the App Store. So nervous, but so keen. It's been such a push for the last 8 or so months, and I can't wait. I really can't. I'm so excited. Last time I spoke here, I just quit my job. That was the big moment. That was the leap. Nobody tells you what happens the week after you say that. Like, you've put the tools down. What's after that? You don't get a montage. You really just get a checklist. I'm gonna be super straightforward about this. Here's exactly where I stand. No highlight reel. This is what's going on right now. Here's exactly where things actually stand. I've already crossed off a full security check and everything's come back clean. There were a few fixes, but I've made them now. The legal side is sorted. Proper terms and privacy policy that have been built against the actual code of the app. I thought I'd do this instead of a generic template, just so I make sure everything's covered, fully covered. I'd already done the trademarks, but I did a double check to make sure that everything across what the app is related to is covered. Now, I know none of this is glamorous. It's just part of what you have to do to make sure you cover yourself in the future, just in case anything does happen. It's the kind of thing that can destroy an app if it's been skipped. So I really just wanted to make sure I was fully covered. There's a few other things I still need to do before I can upload it to the App Store. I'm happy with how everything's progressing so far. I'm just super keen to get it out there so people can finally get some proper value from it. The only thing that's been a real roadblock is that I had to do a few things with PayPal just to get them sorted out and squared away before I could connect everything together. But apart from that, it's just been push. Just trying to get everything done and everything ready. And if I hadn't have quit my job when I did, I have no idea how I would have even got close to where I am now. I think there's an assumption, and I definitely had it, that when you quit your job and you've gone all in, the rest carries itself on momentum. I'm not sure if it's supposed to feel like quitting is crossing a finish line or not. I don't want this to bring down the mood because honestly, I'm just so happy I've got to the position that I'm in at the moment. Obviously, there's things that come with that, and especially after quitting the job. And as I mentioned before, like, there was some proper work that needed to be done. That's kind of what I've been doing, just chugging along. And they're not glamorous tasks. It's all just filling in this and writing up that. And it always needs to be done. There's always, it's never always going to be 100% glamorous. A few episodes ago, I talked about the thing that actually scares me. It's not failure. It's silence. Launching and hearing nothing. Has it gotten worse? In some ways, yeah, I think it has. There's no landscaping to go back to, so that safety net's completely removed. The stakes are real. I've come to terms with that. There's definitely risk involved. There's no doubt about that at all. But there's something else I didn't expect. It's also gotten quieter in my head. Before, the fear had room to spiral because the decision itself was still open. I could still choose not to do this. I wasn't fully committed. Now the decision's final and I'm all in. I've just got the work to do today and the work tomorrow, the work this week and the work next week. I think I feel a lot more confident now because I can trust in myself that I'm going to get this done and I'm going to give it my all. Fear before a decision and fear after a decision are two very different things, even when they're about the same outcome. Before, the fear was, should I even be doing this? Is this what I really want? It feels so much smaller now. I guess now I'm just fully committed, and that makes all the difference. Here's what's actually changed, besides the obvious. I've stopped waiting for the perfect version of any of this. I heard a really cool quote from Chris Williamson, and he says, "Perfection is procrastination masquerading as progress." And that line stood out to me so much. If I was trying to make this app perfect, it would never come out. So I've made it as good as it can possibly be. Good enough, to put it simply, instead of perfect. I've also stopped treating every remaining task as equal. Some things on the list matter significantly more than others. The one that stands out the most is the payment system. This has to be flawless because that's someone's actual money. Some things are much less important. Things like the color of the font on one section of an itinerary. It matters, but it's not the end of the world. I mean, it makes more sense that there's tasks that are more important than others, but it's also just trying to get the hard ones out the way first, because crunching easy tasks feels great because you're getting so much done, but you're delaying the hardest parts and you keep pushing them back and back and back, and the further you push the hard tasks away, the harder they become to actually do. I had that tension that would build up when I'd keep pushing the harder things further away. If you just start with them, everything seems to come easier. This is the countdown. We're officially a week away from uploading it to the App Store to get it reviewed. 7 days from now, we'll see if it gets approved or not. I'm feeling a lot of different emotions, a lot of excitement, but I'm also still nervous. It's taken a lot to get to where I am now, and I'm just so keen to finally be at the final stages before release. I'm just excited for people to try it and experience what it can bring, and hopefully get more people going to where they want to go sooner. I'm just so keen. Well, I know this one's a bit of a shorter one, and hopefully that's okay, but I still really appreciate you watching, and thank you so much.